Hi everyone, my name is John Maxwell from the Mid-Market Central Division, Specialty Pre-Sales. I'm here today to talk to you about EMC's cloud portfolio. What we're finding are more and more customers coming to us and asking us to help them with their cloud strategy today. EMC certainly can help with the cloud strategy from the following perspectives. Cloud is a new consumption model. It offers a way for customers to take advantage of virtualization today in the market, virtualizing pools of storage and compute and network, and moving to infrastructure as a service or IT as a service, and on up the stack to platform as a service for your developers and software as a service for your companies. When we have these customer conversations, I like to begin with a solid baseline. And for the baseline, my first order of business is having a discussion with our customers about EMC IT Proven. And the EMC IT Proven story is about EMC's IT and engineering groups coming together and presenting and moving forward with IT as a service, as a strategy. This is a journey, folks. It's not something we turned on overnight. Our own IT guys, I'm talking about Vic Baguette and his team of folks, John Pierce and his team of folks, they will tell you that this has been a journey. It's called their IT as a service journey. And anytime you're back at corporate with our customers, please tell them the IT Proven story. These guys are more than happy to talk about it. They'll even come out on site and work with our customers. From there, we take our lessons learned, our best practices, and we move them into a training program. EMC Education offers up the Cloud Acceleration Program. Known as CAP. And this is where our customers can get training on ITSM, ITIL's version of ITSM, infrastructure as a service, IT as a service, the governance programs that are needed around a project like that, financial transparency, and all the steps that go with that. That's what our education program is about, best practices coming from IT Proven. Okay? From there, we can take our customers on to a series of workshops and consulting. This is IT as a Service workshop. We offer this up for free. We also do a storage as a service workshop. And then if they want to go past IT or storage as a service, these smaller workshops, we can go into a consulting engagement with them. EMC Consulting, having done this for many of our customers, will define where's our customer today, point A, where is it they want to get in their journey to IT as a service, point B, and how do they get from point A to point B. Okay, that's the beginning of the EMC portfolio. It's really around what we've done. We got a story to tell. It's around our education program, EMC EDU, and it's around the workshops and the consulting that we can do to help a customer map out how they're going to get to a decent cloud strategy or a new consumption model, if you will. Okay, from there, I'd like to take it to standardized infrastructure and a new operations model. And we begin this conversation, I'll use a new color for that, with a converged infrastructure conversation, okay? So converged infrastructure, I've done a series of whiteboards on converged infrastructure I would recommend you taking a look at. But basically, we're not going to have a converged infrastructure conversation without talking about VCE. And VCE is a conversation about racks, about blocks, and about appliances coming from one company, VMware, Cisco, and EMC coming together in their joint venture now underneath the umbrella of EMC. Okay, I never have a converged infrastructure conversation without talking about Isilon, which I believe is a convergence of infrastructure as well, file servers and the storage that go with that, and then everything we can do in terms of data services on top of that. And I also like to talk about ECS, which combines compute and memory and object storage for P3 types of platforms, okay? So converged infrastructure is how you get to standardized infrastructure, converged infrastructure, pools of compute, storage, and network. And from that, you can move to taking advantage of software on top of that infrastructure, and that's what we call the software-defined data center. And within the software-defined data center, EMC has a business outcomes offering that we call the Federated EMC Hybrid Cloud, or the FEHC. This is the crown jewel in our offering when it comes to having a cloud strategy and understanding how to consume infrastructure differently and IT services differently. We like to show off our federated hybrid cloud. This, by the way, if you'd like to take a look at it, is at ehcdemo.com. So I tell our customers, go ahead and go online, or I show it to them myself in a meeting. Go to EHC Demo Online and you can see what this FEHC is all about. It's about offering up IT from a service portal to your different users and customers and letting them drive their own services. I also like to talk here about what EMC has done from InfinIT to simply going to the cloud and ordering up our own VMs or our own storage. We can do that online as well, internally at EMC. Very strong story now, moving from converged infrastructure into the software and what we can offer from software. Notice we've moved into really a federated offering at this point where we're talking about VCE, we're talking about EMC, and we're talking about VMware coming together. Okay, that's the central focus point of this whiteboard. From there, you've gotten yourself to an agile offering. Now let's go to a completely boundless offering. There are no boundaries at this point. It can be running internally or it can be running externally. EMC's latest and greatest acquisition to help out going externally to different public utility clouds, VirtuStream. We just announced the completion of that acquisition, and in our Q2 announcements, go back and take a look at it. It's about running tier 1 applications in the cloud. It's about getting more resources that understand the managed services offerings that come with cloud and utility computing. VirtuStream, we also of course have vCloud Air, which is going to match up very well with any kind of FEHC offering that we're running for our customers. Of course, we have a whole slew of service providers that play in this market as well, and we do some things with Azure. Take a look at Cloud Pools, for example, from Isilon. We go ahead and work with those folks as well. So there's quite a slew of offerings here when it comes out to the external cloud, and really we're becoming seamless. We don't care whether we're running internal or external. Okay, at that point, you've done a nice job with infrastructure and operations, standardizing infrastructure and a new way of operating. Now there's another level to this whiteboard. From there, you've all of a sudden got a real good talk track to bring two different groups together, the development group and the ops group, and sit them down at the table together to talk about continuous delivery for their applications. So now you're going to be affecting the apps. Call this continuous delivery of apps. Here you're really having an effect on top line revenue for the business, helping the business become much more agile to their customers. Once you've brought these two together and you've shown that infrastructure and IT as a service can be dialed up from the development groups and they can have their own sandboxes to play with, it's not a stretch at all to go from there to a pivotal conversation. And within Pivotal, you're having a discussion around Cloud Foundry. Cloud Foundry, of course, is going to be running a platform as a service for your developers, where you're dialing up and dialing down things like Tomcat servers, firewalls, load balancers, SQL 2012 for the apps, or in-memory app functionality. Those are services that Cloud Foundry provides to the app developers. Cloud Foundry containerizes it and blows it out to the cloud and runs your applications for you in a very fast and agile format. So we're doing Cloud Foundry. Not a stretch at all to go from Pivotal then onto a big data discussion. And in the world of big data, of course, at this point we're talking about analytics, HDFS in the form of a Hadoop or a Hortonworks or a Cloudera, and we're talking about data lakes. So with these 9 different pictures across 3 different layers of the cake, your baseline, your infrastructure and operations, and your applications, you've had a comprehensive discussion of what the EMC cloud portfolio is and how we can help customers develop a cloud strategy. Now what I think is really interesting about this whiteboard is you don't have to go from left to right and then up, left to right, up, left to right. You can take these conversations in a variety of different directions. For example, it's very easy to have an EMC IT proven conversation and jump directly up into a converged infrastructure conversation. That's what EMC's IT group decided to standardize on, converged infrastructure from VCE. And then again, it's easy to go from converged infrastructure and this infrastructure and ops model on the hardware side and take it straight up into your DevOps playground environment, right? Or again, maybe we're over here in the big data department, we're talking about data lakes and analytics. Maybe we want to have a workshop around what the different data feeds are going to be into something like an analytics shop. Very easy to take that to and from cloud utility, public cloud, whatever else may be running in the cloud. And now I'm talking about streams from Twitter, or streams from Facebook and whatnot. Okay? Very easy to take IT as a workshop, for example, and come diagonal straight into the FEHC. Right? It's also same, any of these down here can come right in, you'll see, to our central conversation piece, which is our federated hybrid cloud, an EHC demo online. So all I wanted to show you folks was how to have a conversation about our cloud portfolio, how comprehensive it really is, from the IT proven to the education and the consulting, on up to the infrastructure and the software-defined data center coming from EMC, VMware, VCE, and even up into Pivotal for platform as a service and big data and data lakes. I hope you've enjoyed that conversation and that will be helpful for you as a whiteboard to help our customers when they're starting to define their cloud strategy. Thank you very much, everyone. Good luck and good selling.